Hello, this is Alert Day Trading. The purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, focus on good behaviors, trying to duplicate those. And if you're able to learn from my mistakes and my good behaviors, that's a bonus. So today, I was looking at a couple stocks. Ended up making 2 trades, but basically one trade I just kind of added to my position. So I've been really focused on just limiting my trades to 1 per day. And I feel good about what I did today. I just saw the same stock had another opportunity to enter the trade again. So that's technically 2 trades, but it's still, in my opinion, just that one stock. I'm day trading, and basically my first trade was already in a positive position, and I just saw another opportunity to add to my profits. I thought it was good risk management, so I felt comfortable with taking that second entry. So the stock I traded today was GAN, and it ended up being a really good trade for me. And the last time I traded, I wasn't pleased with my stock selection. So something I've been focusing on is trying to trade stocks that have no daily resistance. So you can see here, this is the daily chart, and you can see there's no resistance. If I go all the way back, this is the complete life of the stock, and we are trading at all-time highs. This is a monthly chart, so there just is no resistance, and that's what, in my opinion, you want to look for. At least, here, let me show you another stock I was looking at possibly to trade, and here you can see the daily chart. When I was looking at this stock, it was trading at around, I would say, under $4. So it was trading right about at this white line, which is, I think, the 200 day. Yeah, that's or 200 moving average. And I saw potential, because you can see, there's some resistance right there, some support right here. So you can see if we break above the $4 mark, that there's a good area of trading here. There might be some kind of resistance over here. And as you can see, this is the 3-minute. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. And as you can see, the stock pushed above that $4 mark right here. The 5-minute chart didn't really have a pullback, but you can see we reached this level of resistance around here. We pulled back, and then we pushed all the way almost up to $6, so pretty much reaching this level of resistance. And you can think of it, or at least the way I think of it, is that any level of resistance is a level where you will have short sellers ready to short the stock. Especially a stock, if you look at the daily chart, it's pretty much in a downtrend, but we do have a breakout here, but there's still no confirmation. You might want another couple days of holding all these levels, and maybe if it breaks above $6 here, you might get move up to maybe $10. So there is definitely good risk to reward potential here, but at the same time, your reward is still limited. And there's no guarantee too that the stock is going to reach these levels. So you have all these different levels of resistance that the stock has to fight through. So yeah, the stock still might do it, but there are still these factors that are also against that it won't do it. So that's the way I think about it. And the way I'm trying to trade right now is just trying to tilt as many odds in my favor. And I just feel like if you look at GAN, this is a much nicer looking chart. And if we look at the weekly chart, even nicer, right? So I just feel like the odds are really in your favor here. And so I'm just going to quickly go over the trade. So I trade pretty much any time frame at this point. As long as I see my pattern, I'm willing to take the trade. I'm starting to not shy away, but not really use the 1 and the 3 minute chart as much as I used to. So I'm trying for the 5 minute. I find that I've noticed in my statistics the 5 minute chart gives me the best performance, or has given me the best performance, and anything after 5 minutes is even better, I think. And so anyway, let's go to the 5 minute chart. And so here you can see we had a high, the first 5 minute candle of the day, and we had some pullback, and we broke above the highs. This is where I got interested, and this is where I started actually watching the stock. And so once we pushed up to 2450s, right there, I waited for the first red candle to close. So the first red candle pretty much almost engulfed the green candle, but not really, because you would need the red candle to start up here and then also finish down here. So the way I see this in my research is you have the bulls and the bears kind of being equal here, and but at the same time the pullback isn't all the way to the low over here, so we still have like a good push higher and not too much of a big pullback. And now we're starting to see some consolidation with low volume, so those are positive signals. We're holding above the EMA, and so my original entry would have been here, but then as we had a lower candle, then I put my entry over here, and with a stop loss below these candles. And as you can see, we had a push higher, so I entered the stock right around here, and I was selling my profit targets as we pushed higher. And then you can see this is where I saw another potential, because we have a pullback again, and it wasn't too big of a pullback, so it was pretty much in the upper range of the push higher. So this is my second entry right here with the stop right here, and you can see like I have all these all of that to kind of balance out if I take a loss here. I already made my good profits in this push, so with the remaining shares I figured let me add to my position, and I ended up doing really well with that. Well, we went all the way up to $26 here, and you can see since then, so the push higher was not as much as the first and the second push higher. So this pullback here I was not interested, because we're basically we didn't have enough strength, in my opinion, to push higher. Maybe if we saw break above 26 and another pullback, and then possibly a continuation there, but the volume wasn't too much compared to the opening candle, and so I ended up just stopping out with the rest of my position. Break even, not even break even. This would have been break even right here, and then with the position I added to, I was pretty strict in my exit, so I ended up selling most of the shares that I did the second entry with. so that I could feel more comfortable about holding my original position for possible continuation. And I ended up stopping out ultimately around this level. So even with my stop loss, I still made profits. So overall, this was a great trade. I'm very happy with my trading behavior, my decisions. And if I were to look at any mistakes I made, I am really thinking about mistakes. Maybe the only thing was the volume, but as you can see, we had good volume in this push higher, so I don't really see too much negative, other than that it wasn't as much as the highest amount of volume. But I think that's just in general. You're going to see the opening candles always have that much volume, or that much more than the rest. But you do see many occasions where volume is much higher than the opening candle. That would be the main negative thing to focus on. But positive behaviors, I waited for confirmation, waited for the, I didn't chase, so I didn't buy the break above. I waited for this level to hold, and these levels aren't perfect, but in general it was holding above the EMA. I was patient. I didn't just buy into it, and I waited for my price level. I stuck to my stop loss level. Didn't even have to sell out. I sold at my profit targets. And I was conservatively strict with my second entry. And I was good about raising my stop loss levels to, not give back too much gains. I think I gave back maybe 20% of the gains that I could have made if I sold at the high. But at the same time, if you sell out, you don't know where the high is going to be. You also don't want to sell everything at each high, because there's that possible of continuation. So and I try to not give back more than 25 to 50% of the gains I've already made. And that's pretty much it. So overall, a very positive day for me. And again, the purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, focus on good behaviors I'm doing, trying to duplicate those. And if you can learn from my mistakes and my good behavior, that's definitely good behaviors. That's definitely a bonus. And if you have any questions, let me know. And good luck.